I'm gonna try to sound as coherent as possible here, guys. But like, bro, like I'm telling you, like my hands are shaking. Number one, guys. Obviously, I don't need to apologize to you guys or to the camera to apologize to my girlfriend. I've already apologized to my girlfriend. We've already talked about this, and on top of it, we got over this like whole thing very quickly. I'm like still shocked that this has become such a viral thing, you know. And it feels weird saying that, but fucking, we got over this like immediately, and I've already kind of spoke on this earlier, so like that's why, you know, I hope no one may feel like I'm coming off disingenuine or coming off like I don't care-ish or whatever it is, and it's not that way at all. But all I'm trying to say is like I literally have this like my fourth or fifth time talking about this. Shout out to Back on Fig Tyrell. He gave me the whole breakdown earlier on how I fucked up, and I know, guys, I know I fucked up. Bruh. Hold on. I'm sorry to my girlfriend. I'm sorry to the people who like are upset at me for doing this, right? I reacted incorrectly, and I already took accountability for that. But like, I feel like now that this MoistCritical thing has come out, and people are saying other shit's going on, I feel like I have to say it again. I fucked up. I shouldn't have reacted like that night. Guys, this is fucking insane for me, bro. I average 200 viewers. I chill late nights, and I smoke spliffs, and I talk to my chat. We listen to music, and we have a good time. That night, I may have taken a couple of shots, because it was literally the weekend, bro. It was the weekend. I was chilling, taking a couple of shots, smoking, right? And then someone donated for me to react to that video. The person who donated for that, apparently they didn't expect such a reaction. I'm not sure, but they didn't expect such a reaction. I watched that video. I talked to Riley about this conversation before. I was like, you know, we started podcasts together. I was like, you know, have you ever done anything like this before? It's not, and I know people are going to immediately be like, oh, bro, this is not pornography. This is not some other shit like that. I agree, right? All I'm saying is we've had the conversation before where it's like, have you ever done anything like this before? You know, video content, podcast, anything like that? She said no. So when that video came in, I was just like, I had this initial reaction of like feeling betrayed or lied to, right? I should, if, you know, maybe if I wasn't as lit that night or some shit like that, but I had the initial reaction of being like kind of confrontational about it. I should have kept those feelings for afterwards. I should have kept those feelings of however I felt about it for off stream, to conversate about it off stream. I did not. I addressed it immediately, and then I've made a fool of myself, a fool of our relationship, and on top of that, it's fucking gone so, bro, everyone's talking about this shit, and it's just like, bro, I can't be mad at the situation because it's my fault. I made a mistake. I fucked up. You know what I mean? So I can't be mad at anyone but myself at this point. But also, I haven't even been able to stomach to be able to watch this video yet, because I literally told Riley maybe like a year or two ago, because I've known him MoistCritical, right? And I've shown Riley his videos. And what's even kind of ironic about this is I've shown Riley his videos, and she's like, he sounds so monotone. I don't like his videos. And here we are now. He has made a video about us. And what I was going to say is, I literally told Riley a long time ago, I was like, bro, one of my biggest fears is for MoistCritical to make a negative video about me, because I do IRL content. I do a lot of other content, and people can, you know what I mean, like take my content the way they perceive. They can be like either mad about it or sad about it or happy about it. But someone can definitely take my content and be like, bro, this guy is out of control. This is the new fucking Johnny Somali. Or I'm not doing shit like he is, but people can twist shit in a weird negative way. So I don't know, like basically, and I'm not saying MoistCritical's twisting shit in a negative way. I fucked up, guys. I fucked up. I'm not in the right here, but I whatchamacallit, definitely feel, bro, I don't know how to feel, bro. This is so much, man. I have a lot of people just call me the worst boyfriend in the world. But also, guys, can I remind you, for anyone, to No Name earlier who's asking, yo, you should have Riley react to this with you. Guys, Riley never signed up for any of this. I'm the streamer, bro. I stream, I do internet content. I've been a content creator for a long time now. Riley is like getting into streaming and like into content creating, you know what I mean, like slowly but surely, and trying to learn about it and like, you know, do stuff on her own. But she didn't sign up for anything like this, and this is literally my fault. I did this. I was a terrible boyfriend. I had a negative reaction. I shouldn't have acted like this at all. And also, I don't want anyone thinking like, bro, like, oh, this guy is taking accountability because the internet has called him out. Riley and I literally talked about this after that stream. After that stream ended, Riley and I talked about this, and I realized, I'm like, okay, no, I can't be upset at her for something that happened 10 years ago where, like, bro, I don't know what I've done. I've actually, some things I know what I've done and some things I don't know what I've done. You know what I mean? Like, for, like, internet content and all that stuff where people have donated, like, oh, react to this, react to that. It's like, sometimes I know, sometimes I don't know. And it's like, I can't get mad at her for not remembering certain things, especially from 10 years ago. I was 100% tripping, bro. So I can't take enough accountability for that. People keep saying XQC's reacting to this. People have been saying fucking Barack Obama, Putin, and fucking, I don't know, Jim Carrey has been reacting to this shit. So, like, I can't take, I don't know what is real or what's not at this point, because I would have never even expected to be on a MoistCritical video. And like I said, bro, my hands are fucking shaking, but I just wanted, before we got into this video, I wanted to take accountability so that no one gets anything twisted. But I feel like I have to watch this video because, you know, this is just yet another person calling me out. I've had Flacco. I've had a bunch of people in my DMs. I've had Tyrell. I've had the Instagram page. I've had a lot of people tell me I'm in the wrong. And trust me, I know I'm in the wrong. Bro, this feels like a twisted nightmare, bro. This feels like a twisted nightmare right now. XQC reacting to you. Bro. What do I check first? Bro, I'm literally getting cotton mouth. This is crazy. I feel like the closest I felt to this emotion right now is like being in, like, I don't know, first grade, and your teacher's asking you to solve a math equation in front of your whole class, and everyone calls you an idiot, and you're like, oh my god, everyone knows I'm an idiot. Like, this is like that times 100, bro. Oh god, it's true. It's fucking true, bro.
Chat, I can't do it. And he pops on it. Ugh.
I wasn't lying to you. I genuinely.
It just keeps getting worse. It just keeps getting worse, bro. Oh my god. Let's get into this, guys. This is like peeling the Band-Aid off right now. This literally is gonna. This is like peeling the Band-Aid off. All right, now that we got through the whole beginning portion, I'm sorry for the gaps and not talking super cohesively here. This is just a lot to deal with. Let's watch this video, bro.
On a bit of a journey. I had a 2-hour road trip ahead of me, which for pretty much every sensible human being doesn't sound like a lot. But for a little troglodyte goblin like me, who very rarely leaves his hidey hole here, and I never really venture past the immediate Tampa area, this was like complete with rations and everything.
Sorry. That was an accident.
Venture past the immediate Tampa area. This was like the Oregon Trail for me. 2 hours may as well have been like a full-blown expedition here, like complete with rations and everything. And at the beginning of that 2-hour trip, I saw this video.
Ayazi, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate you so much, bro. Thank you, dude.
Floating around on Twitter about a streamer having an argument with his girlfriend over something really confusingly silly. Even when we got to our destination and finished our task, completed the quest, and drove back, I still had it like in the back of my noodle here, just kind of jumbling around in my noggin, because it's so baffling that this argument ever even happened in the first place. Like, if this was written into a movie's plot, I'd say that's AI-generated gobbledygook, because no one would ever argue about something so stupid.
And I 100% agree with Charlie right there. Like I've said from the beginning, I'm 100% wrong, and I 100% agree with that, with the idea that it's just a stupid argument. And the main thing that's like I did incorrectly there is try to talk about it on camera and react emotionally on camera. And that's the whole thing where people talk about how You have to be able to be in control of your emotions for the better and for the good. When people feel incredible, they feel like, you know, they want to let loose. They want to feel the most incredible they can. But when people feel negative, sometimes that can happen as well, where you're just like, oh, like, I can't help but let this negative feeling take over, and you say a bunch of crazy shit. So I agree right here with what Charlie's saying.
Hey guys, it's Riley. Oh my.
Riley never.
Here, okay, so I was going to skip past this, but all right, you know, let's just watch this. Fuck it.
Told me about this, bro. She never told me about this. This is news to me right now.
It's Riley.
A little talk show.
Damn, she hiding stuff from me. Bro, she never told me about this. I'm surprised. I'm like, what the fuck? I never heard about it. I thought she would tell me something like this.
But why though? It's a totally innocent YouTube video she made 10 years ago with her friends in high school. It's not like he just stumbled across something important. It's not like he learned some life-ruining information about his significant other here, where he found out that her secret identity is Jack the Ripper and she's some kind of serial killer. It's not like he even stumbled across something like she is a former adult film star that she hid from him. Like, he found her hidden OnlyFans, where she was casting forbidden jutsu with her butthole for $5 on OnlyFans or whatever. It was nothing like that. It's literally just like a single YouTube video she made with her friends in high school that was seen by like 300 people. I think it had like 300 views, but I imagine a lot of that came from his community going over to it. Realistically, it was probably seen by only like 2 or 3 people in the immediate friend circle of that group, and then left to die, just buried in the YouTube dusty library of videos that never ever see the light of day again. But somehow, someone in chat, like an archaeologist, cleaned off this fossil and submitted it to him as like a, brother, look at this. Did you know she made a YouTube video 10 years ago? And he seems so disturbed by it. And the chat starts enabling this insecurity, saying, damn, she's hiding things from you. Like, what do you mean? This is like the most innocent YouTube video ever. We're in a day and age where pretty much everyone you interact with on a daily basis has a digital footprint. Everyone is filming themselves in every aspect of their life all the time and uploading it. It'd be more uncommon to find someone that's just off the grid and has no Instagram videos or YouTube videos, TikTok videos, something like that in their path.
And I 100% agree, dude. I 100% agree, Charlie. And I'm not trying to justify my reaction because I agree 100% I was wrong. I'm just trying to explain why my mentality was in the way it was at that moment. And that at that moment, the reason why I reacted like that is because I felt like we had had this conversation before and I got a different answer, and now I got like a completely different answer. So that's why I was just like feeling conflicted. But had I waited and been a mature adult and held on to my emotions and my reactions, had I waited and talked to my girlfriend Riley afterwards, she would have explained to me exactly what's going on. This is 10 years old. This is blah, 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 whatever. All that's, you know, like all the details behind it, and I would have understood. But at that moment, I just reacted completely childishly, I guess. Like, that's the best way to put it. So I agree.
She was on a YouTube video. She never told me this. I'm gonna crash out. This is wild. Yeah, bro. She never told me this.
It's hard to watch, bro.
How are you not gonna tell me you did? Oh, so convenient. You're on speaker. You're on speaker now, by the way. But that's weird. That's weird that you never told me this.
I literally forgot about that. I don't know how they found that. I totally forgot about that.
It's more weird that you would want to know that. It's totally understandable that you would forget filming a single YouTube video, even a couple of YouTube videos, 10 fucking years ago if it never took off. Like, what do you mean? This isn't some kind of like, oh my god, I'm dating a lying harpy. I'm dating a charlatan. Like, this is, like, the YouTube video is legitimately a nothing burger, and he's blowing this way out of proportion. He calls her up like it's some kind of emergency, like, I saw what you were trying to hide from.
To be fair, the reason why I called her is because either Riley had, like, been texting me, like, or I think she had, like, called me and I missed the call or something like that, but it wasn't out of pocket for me to call her at that moment. I feel like she expected it for sure because she was, like, texting me or something.
You filmed the YouTube video 10 years ago with your friends, didn't you? You had your own little podcast at one point, huh? Oh, I can't. I've never been so hurt in my life. How could you have lied to me and kept this information a secret? Like, this is something you would forget about, like 100%. I don't understand, like, how this could even be an issue. That just feels like complete insecurity, or maybe like this desire for him to know, like, every single aspect of everything she's ever done. I don't really know. That's why I'm saying I can't really wrap my head around how this could even become an issue. This would be one of those things, like, if a chatter linked it, it'd be more concerning how they found it, A, and B, it'd be like, oh, that's interesting. Haha, I mean, what a goofy little find. Like, it's not a big deal, no matter how you spin it. And yet, somehow, he found a way to make it a big deal.
And once again, guys, I'm agreeing with everything he's saying right now. I don't disagree at all, bro. I've been a bad boyfriend. I've been an unreasonable boyfriend. And I 100% agree with that. So there's really not much I can contest. All I can say is I agree.
This thing.
But also, wait, hold on. Really quick before we continue is, like I said, Riley and I, we had this conversation that night immediately after this, and we would have never expected this to, like, become the situation it has right now. But now that it has, MoistCritical, I'm not saying I'm, like, his biggest fan here, which I'm not, obviously, but he is kind of, the dude who tends to have, like, an even bias when it comes to, like, reacting to news or whatever's going on. He doesn't seem to be very, like, biased towards a certain side. He seems to have, like, a good head on the shoulders, so I have to take what he's saying to accountability right now, especially since this is involving me, and then also MoistCritical, Penguinz0, Charlie. He's, like, literally one of the biggest YouTubers right now. So, like, fuck, bro. I don't know, man. I gotta watch this, and I felt a lot of people are DMing me, and even also, guys. I don't want anyone thinking, like, bro, I'm not taking this seriously, and I'm just making content out of it, because I had a couple people DMing me telling me, like, oh, Yuri, MoistCritical made this video, you should react to it, and I was just like, bro, I was like, dude, I don't want to stream for a fucking month, bro. But even Riley was telling me, she's like, babe, she's like, the most appropriate thing for you to do right now is react to this with your stream and tell them what you think about it. And so far, I 100% agree. I'm just embarrassed. That's it. That's all I have to say. I'm embarrassed for myself.
I'm surprised you didn't tell me this. What do you mean, thanks? I'm surprised you never told me this. This is crazy. I gotta find this out from the chat.
This is really embarrassing. Thanks.
It's embarrassing for her, not me.
Why would that be embarrassing?
Right now, looking back at how things have unfolded and what's going on right now, this is way more embarrassing. Like, this is super embarrassing for me, which I don't care about. I deserve it. This is unfairly embarrassing towards Riley and her friends, because Riley didn't sign up for any of this shit, and neither did her friends. And unfortunately, they've all been dragged into the situation. So, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse every day.
Embarrassing for you? What kind of delusional fantasy land are you getting bullied in? What do you mean? Like, who's gonna start shooting spitballs at you and throwing tomatoes? Boo! This guy stinks. 10 years ago, his girlfriend filmed a YouTube video once. Like, I don't understand. Oh, God, look, jeepers creepers, guys. I can't eat. I can't sleep. My girlfriend made a YouTube video 10 years ago. Yeah, so anyway, I broke up with her.
I didn't explain myself, which is really fucking annoying.
Why won't you tell me about that?
First of all, I totally forgot about that. You can
That's
look
convenient.
It was so long ago. We never made it a serious thing. We filmed like 2 things.
We started 10 Talks together, and we, like, talked about being on a podcast, and you were like, I've never done anything like this before. So it's like, people are saying, like, oh, Yuri, why are you making a big deal? What's a big deal is it feels like I've been lied to. That's what it feels like.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
How is that in any way construed as her lying to you? About what? Do you also need her high school report card so you can check each individual grade in every subject? Like, if it turns out she flunked out of chemistry in her sophomore year of high school, are you going to say that she's a liar for not telling you that she's bad at chemistry or something? Like, what? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. It's entirely reasonable that she would have forgot about this, given it was 10 years ago, basically. And according to her, they only filmed, like, 2 videos, and it wasn't even, like, a podcast or anything. They just, like, talked at a camera, it seems, about About nothing, really? Like, I tried so hard to figure out what there is to even be hurt by in this situation here, or what, like, you could feel betrayed by, and...
There's nothing that justify that reaction. He's right. There's nothing that Riley did that justify that type of reaction. 100%.
I just don't get it. He tries to say, like, they filmed something together and she said it was her first time doing a podcast, which...
Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I don't have YouTube Premium.
Regardless of this unearthed YouTube video, because this was just her friends sitting down talking about nothing. And it's very understandable that that's something that would have 100% slipped their mind, since they never made a series out of it. They never did anything with it past like 1 or 2 videos.
And that's the thing where it's like I really did not know is like Riley said it probably during the time we were like arguing about it on stream, but it's like that's the part that I really did not know. And like I said, had I had better, and this is like this is for myself and then also for anyone that watches me or has seen the situation, it's like this is why it's important to have a better control of your initial reactions and initial emotions. And this is why people say don't ever react to something angry or upset. It's better to react to something after the angriness or the upsetness has wore off, and you're like approaching things with a clear mind, and then you can be like, hey, what's going on with this? Oh, that makes complete sense, instead of being like you're just so angry and flustered up that you just want to keep doubling down on your angriness and all that stuff. So I agree. Again, I fucked up, bro.
Years ago, a decade ago.
I wasn't lying to you. I genuinely forgot about it because it was never a serious thing.
I don't even know who those people are.
That's my friend Karina.
Cool.
And that's my friend Dalton, my gay friend Dalton. You could clearly
yeah, obviously, but I'm glad I'm learning this through someone in the chat 4 years later into our relationship.
I don't even know how they fucking found that. I didn't even know that was out there.
So you're relying on the fact that I would not find that out.
How am I lying?
No, I'm saying you're relying on the fact that I would not find that out.
Why is it a big deal?
It's not. But you're,
stupid video.
But you're like, oh, I can't believe...
Watching this is so embarrassing, bro. Watching this is so embarrassing. Like I said, this is why, drinking is not the healthiest thing, especially to do on stream. It's fun. It's it's fine to do, I guess, in like moderation and maybe off stream. But at that point, I was literally doing a late night chill hangout stream, and I was taking a couple shots, and I had no idea that this whole situation was gonna unfold. So I would have not expected to be prepared for such a thing. But also, that doesn't excuse my reaction. That doesn't excuse how I acted during the situation, because that's still me. You know what I mean? If you do something bad while you're drunk, that doesn't mean that excuses what you did. So I fucked up regardless.
You found that out. You should have never seen that.
When did I ever say that?
Yeah, now he's really reaching deep into his asshole to pull things out to be upset about. He's fighting ghosts. He's having an argument with an imaginary enemy in his own mind here. Like, it's not like she was relying on the fact that you'd never find this. This is something that she would never be thinking about in the first place, because it is absolutely just not a big deal. And the fact that you did see it is not a big deal either. Like, at all. I don't know why he starts, like, questioning her, like, I don't even know who those people are. It's like, well, yeah, you probably don't. It was 10 years ago, and I'm guessing they're not friends 10 years after high school, right?
He's not wrong about that either. Riley literally said, she's like, those are my friends back in the day. She's like, we haven't talked in, like, a decade, so he's right about that as well.
Like, it's just not that deep. Like, it's not hiding something from you. It's just like, who cares about it? Like, why is that something she'd ever think to bring up? Like, sitting you down, listen, we need to have a serious talk. I made a YouTube video 10 years ago. No, there was nothing like that about it. We just actually talked about nothing, but I needed you to know. I filmed a YouTube video once. Like, what's the conversation even supposed to look like there? It's a profound nothing sandwich here. There is nothing to be upset about. And yet he is still going on and on about it. I won't show you too much more. I'll just go ahead and show you how it ends, where he just decides to end stream in a bad mood about it, mad at her.
I don't understand how you just don't remember, like, oh yeah, we did this thing before.
I'm not thinking.
It's not like
I was never on a podcast. I was never doing YouTube like that. I made a video before on YouTube.
Bruh. I'm just gonna stream, guys.
That's so stupid.
Everyone have a good night. Peace.
She's absolutely right. That.
Guys. Like I said, I was wrong the whole time, but the reason why I ended the stream is because Riley and I have already done 30 days on stream 24/7. We did a $1 a minute stream that lasted 27 days, and then we did 3 days on top of it after that. So we did 30 days on stream back to back 24/7 the whole time. And during that stream, a lot of stuff, happened. So after that stream, I realized I was like, I'm not doing a $1 a minute here. There's no subathon going on. I was like, this is getting bad here. Like, I was like, the best thing to do here is literally just to end the stream so we can have this conversation off camera. And guess what? I ended the stream. We had the conversation off camera, and then we literally figured everything out. And I would have never, ever, ever expected this to get to this point. And like I said, bro, once again, am I happy that all this is going down? Not necessarily. People are saying like, oh, good, all promo is good promo, but not like, it doesn't really feel like that when you just seem like a shitty boyfriend and a shitty person to like millions of people. It feels weird saying that shit, but like the Twitter thing has millions of views. This has 300K. Like, bro, this is like XQC's talking about this. This is like expanded beyond so many people have talked about this that, bro, I would have way rather something else I have done on stream gone this viral, but unfortunately this is what has gone viral. But I have no one to blame but myself. I can't blame the person who tweeted it. I can't blame Moist. I can't blame Flacco, Poetic Flacco. Shout out to Poetic Flacco. I can't blame Back on Fig. I can't blame anyone, bro. I can only blame myself here, bro. I have fucked up, and I'm trying to learn from the situation right now.
It is so stupid. I couldn't believe the argument that I had listened to here, so I just had to talk about it. That's really about it. So yeah.
Well, that was it right there, guys. That was not easy to watch. That was hard to watch. Like I said, I told Riley a long time ago that I was like, I forgot what we were talking about necessarily. We weren't specifically talking about biggest fears or MoistCritical or whatever it was, but the conversation got brought up however it was, and I literally said one of my biggest fears is for MoistCritical to make a negative video about me. And unfortunately, it has happened. At this point, like I said, if I'm doing something bad in life, this is just, I'm not religious in any way, shape, or form at all. But in some sort of way, this is like God calling me out for being a terrible human being, and I gotta be better. You know what I mean? Karma type shit. Exactly, yeah. But either way, guys, that was it. That was me reacting to the MoistCritical video about it, bro.